Welcome on into WWL Saints mini camp practice number 1 in the books. Steve Geller along with the Cajun Cannon, Bobby Hebert. And man, it was a nice hot day outside. Luckily we got some shaded tree area, a viewing area with the breeze coming by, made things a lot cooler. Not seeing today practice among the guys not out there was Ryan Ramczyk, who it was explained that
they don't know.
There's no news, and I guess no news is not good news with him because there's been no progress.
It's
positive
not
progress.
Positive or negative. We're going to have to just wait and see. This might be the case until the end of August. But they'll probably know by the middle of training camp whether he's ready to roll. But, to me, no update is not good. It's not like, oh, no, he'll be ready, and it's like, oh, we just don't know.
Right, the old no news is good news is not the case
yet. No, without a doubt.
Looking at some of the action, obviously, from today, I thought on defense, at least for me, Pete Warner was a standout guy at linebacker. You look at offense, I know we talked about it a little bit, Bobby, that connection between Derek Carr and Chris Olave seems to be maturing a little bit this season. Don't want to get overhyped into anything right now. And Jeff Nowak, St. Silen reporter, did point out, too, that Chris Olave is in a no-contact practice jersey still.
Yeah, well, you can't, touch him. So, like, oh, you should have caught that, and you knocked it out. Now, they had one play. It was in the 2-minute offense that Derek Carr did hit him with a high ball, and Lattimore was able to have a pass defended. But along those notes, when they were doing 7-on-7 at the beginning, no matter whether you can hit him or not, Chris Olave beat Lattimore by at least 5 yards. To me, that was the pass of the day. That would have been really the OTAs and what we've witnessed so far. And now the mandatory minicamp, that would have been about a 55-yard touchdown.
A super Saints highlight.
Yeah, he toasted a lot more on that one. He got at least 5 yards behind him. Looking at another big play, this was from Hebert. When you look at it to Rashid Shaheed, this is on a team period. Beat Debo, this would have been about a 40-yard touchdown. I think if Debo would have got his head around, he probably could have defended it. But nice place, Rashid Shaheed. And Chris Olave, you could see they're the 1-2 receivers. I don't know who's 3 and 4, but it seems like every practice, Chris Olave has at least 5 or 6 catches. And then today, Rashid Shaheed was very active. He had, let's say, 4 to 5, and was also a contributor at a high level. And you bring up Pete Warner. Now they're not actually tackling, and he knows he needs to take that next step. I'm not saying overtake DeMario Davis, but to be right there whenever it does come the time to pass the torch, the leader on that defense in the linebacker position, it is Pete Warner. It looked like back-to-back plays. He had, now I don't know if now you still got to tackle him. If he'd have tackled Alvin Kamara, but that had been a -4 type play. He got penetration. And
being in the right place.
Yeah, kind of hitting him before he can get going. So that could have been realistic. It could have been a 4-yard loss at Kamara. And then also he got penetration on Jamal Williams. That would have been a nice tackle behind the line. Now with Alvin being back in the fold, and Coach Allen elaborated on this, he's definitely in shape. I mean, he had one run, it had been about +20.
Not like you say, not at home on the couch eating potato chips.
No, you could just see the explosiveness, the speed on the outside with Alvin Kamara. And then, like I said, even though Lattimore, but him and Kamara not being here during the OTAs, that even looking at Lattimore, he showed some emotion. They were firing up, dapping when he broke up with that pass in 2-minute with Chris Olave. Looking at overall, they worked on basically 7-on-7 team and a 2-minute drill. I thought both Rattler and Hebert had their moments. It's not like, hands down, Hebert beat Rattler the first 2 practices. It was kind of, they both had their moments. Like, this is hard to judge, and because they're not going to tackle. But Spencer Rattler scrambled in the 2-minute offense. This time you see in a preseason game, the fans got excited. It looked like it would have been about a 15-yard gain. So that's when it counted. It's really hard to judge that type of moment right now. Looking at the start off, like Hebert, talking about the competition at receiver, hit St. Brown, crossing route, +25. Hit Cedric Wilson, corner route, +30. Those were 2 nice throws. So that's going to be intriguing in training camp in the preseason games. Not so much because Derek Carr's been steady, but who's going to be that reliable backup you can count on And it's been pretty, as our last two practices, pretty stiff competition, I think, between Hainer and Rattler.
Tune into Sports Talk tonight, 4 to 8. Myself, the Cajun Cannon, Mike Detillier will be breaking it all down, going more into Cajun Cannon's notes from today's session and getting into a lot of talk also about NBA Finals, obviously, going on. Game 3 will be tomorrow in Dallas. We'll be joined by the voice of the Dallas Mavericks, Chuck Cooperstein, at the 7 o'clock hour. For Steve Geller and the Cajun Cannon, also Mike Detillier back at studio. We'll be talking to you later on tonight. Have a good one, Who Dats.
Who dat? Go Saints.